Hello, welcome to my new tutorial for how to use the role control editor. I'm just going to show a little bit off just to get you started and then you can figure your own way out. But when you start the game, you'll be loaded into this. It's like you have like a start screen and then you press start and then it loads you into this. So here we are. You have all your quick game and stuff, story, player made levels, infinite island, and then editor. So you want to click into editor. It might take me a second because my computer sometimes is angry. But as soon as it loads, you should be put into an empty world. There it goes. Okay. Where you will find all of this amazing stuff all over the place and a nice little grid laid out for you. So the first thing you want to do, or first thing we're going to look at, is the save. So you can save this. You can name it. It doesn't have an end. You have to put an end in to save it. You can load from the clipboard or the file. I have a couple in file. And then you can play, but there's no endpoint, so you can't play yet. So I'm just going to show you how to do a little bit of stuff. These are all of your different shortcuts. Painting is C, filling is F. I don't use fill as much as you think you would. Eyedropper, which is a really weird shape for this, is X. Erasing is E. To rotate whatever you have, so if we grab like let me grab a ramp here. Grab a ramp right here, and then you press space. It'll turn it for you. To move around, you press Q. It'll take anything off of your mouse, so you can wheel around. Mirror. So if I put a couple blocks in here like this, and you press mirror, it does what it does, and it will completely flip it over the other side. Help. This is actually super helpful because it tells you how to do everything you need to do. Undo button and redo button. That's just literally what it says. They undo and they redo. Let me erase all this really quick. Erasing is a little... The editor's a little finicky. This game is a Game Jam game, so I don't think it was made to be an editor completely. But they put an editor in, and it's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice little editor. So let's grab... we'll do blue. So to get anything started, you're gonna need some ground to even play and a start point to also play. So in game objects, we have an end, we have a coin, we have a checkpoint, and we have a starting portal. You also have some enemies, some decor, many different kinds of blocks, and some music. These are actually really cool. You can put them down into things. You probably can't hear that, but you can put them down into things, and they will play music right when you put them down. So we'll start off with a little start portal here. Come on, there it goes. Sometimes it doesn't let me through. So whenever you hold something, it'll just kind of exist on your mouse cursor, which is really nice. If you click and then move a bit, you can kind of just make a ton of them appear. So if you hold down, click, and draw, kind of makes everything a little angry. It's a little weird. We'll put an endpoint way down here. Actually, no, we'll put an endpoint really close. And we'll do a couple things with that. Actually, don't listen to me really quick. Let's do this. So, your arrow keys, your up and down arrow key, will move the ground for you. So I'm going to move the ground up one and throw a start portal in. Just so we fall a little farther. And then put it down again. And then put an end portal in. Because I think that'll help us out more. The blocks might end up running into that end portal if it'll let me click them. Goodness. Never mind. Yeah, but that has to go up one. Okay. This has a really nice thing. So if I draw these back in, if I draw this brown back in, I just go back to blue like I had it. If I draw these in, you can actually. Why did they go up there? Weird. You can actually draw on top of each other. So why is this not letting me do anything? It's being very angry. Sometimes it's still a little Game Jam game, so it's not perfect. But you can just draw on top of things, so when you make one, you can just place them on top. Let me erase these back down again, so I don't have to deal with them. I also didn't say this, I forgot it says, if you press Alt and then right click, you can move your camera. I think left click also does it, yeah. If you Alt and then click and then move around, you can change around your video here. I didn't say that earlier. Let me pop in a little bit of ground here. Spin around a bit so you can see a little more. Yeah, so we have our first bit of ground, and we should, if I put a piece over here, I'll throw an endpoint in. They're a little finicky. Some of the designs are kind of weird, and they work weirdly. But we can actually test this now and save it. So if we go into this, it's a little off, but the starting point thing back there doesn't tell you how to do anything. We can't reach that, but we can test now. So if we want to like play with bumpers and things, we can. You can also jump off the edge and just keep jumping off the edge. It's a great time. If you press tab, it'll take you back to the editor at some point. Or it won't. All of that's gone now. So, like I said, it's a little finicky. Make sure to save often because you could get kicked like that, like I just did. I think you have to press escape and then back into editor. But it comes right back up, so it shouldn't be too bad. I always save a crap ton when I work on stuff, so it doesn't usually affect me as much. But we'll make a nice little thing here. Nice little way out there. It's only a single, because I'm going to do a couple stretches off here. Pop a couple of these off. Press C again to go back into creation. There we go. So, level I made it's got these really stringy bits all the time, because I wanted to make it hard, just because why not? But if I throw some coins in here, these actually just go in really nicely, and they'll just go wherever you want them. They can't like stack on top of things. I'll throw a checkpoint. Hello? I'll throw a checkpoint right there, so we can see how those work. There's also these corner blocks, so if you press space, they turn. Just like I said earlier, there's these corner blocks. They're a little harder to place because you kind of have to be around sometimes to see where they are. Erase that, and press C again to go back into there. These are kind of weird controls, but they should be fine. You get used to them. It's just a memorization thing. Not all editors are created equal. I'll put a crab right here. Actually, no, I'll put him right here just so you can see what he does. See what he does? Because everything goes in. Bumpers are fun. But to make a level, it all kind of draws in. If I hop into this, if it will let me, you can make different levels. I'll throw a ramp in there. In the back here, hello. Everything's a little bigger than I thought it would be for making little things. But drawing it, you just have to get used to it. Sometimes it gets very finicky and will, like if you just do this and then move a tiny bit, it'll just draw tons upon tons of them all over the place instead of just doing the one that you wanted. So it's a little bit to get used to. Oh, I think I erased something over here. I did. But you just have to click through all of these. Sometimes they don't like to work. We'll go into test for this. So now we can reach the end. But you can go up this ramp, real nice and easy. Fall back down it because I didn't have anything up there to do anything. I can hop over to these. Oh, the crab has gotten angry. He's coming at me. Oh no! He'll hit you. They die when they get hit. Like as soon as they get hit, they go down. Little things out here. It's pretty easy to make a level in this. It's not the hardest thing. It's not the most difficult thing in the world. But the editor is a little finicky, so I figured I'd explain some like things to fit in and show you what I've made. This was my level. So you can kind of see how things can happen here. You can go underground. You can empty out areas. You can do these tiny little things like I did, or you can have big plots of land that have a lot of enemies, a lot of bumpers, and a lot of cactuses. Cactuses also bump you around. They're like enemies. And like I said earlier, the music just kind of exists in here. It's pretty cool. It's kind of a nice editor to work around in. But that is all I've got. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.